Welcome back, everybody, to Galactic Science, episode 18. What the title of this episode is probably going to be something along the lines of making ender pearls. Right, now I have basically gone ahead and prepared a few things for this particular build. I have prepared two chemical decomposers, which I'm going to be needing to break down the bones to the base elements that I need the calcium for the calcium carbonate to go into making the ender pearls. And I think I've got everything here. I've got a few aluminium wires, Jabba Barrels just to basically store all the broken down components of the bones. Now, the location of said processing facility is, I think, I'm going to put it on top of the fusion reactor because the results are going to be coming down this way. So, let's start at the start, shall we? Firstly, we're putting down the chemical decomposer. I do have some blocks here I can actually work off of, so that's good. The other thing I probably didn't get is a few transfer nodes, so I might have to do a break in between times. All right, so the chemical decomposer goes here. So bones go in, great. Results come out, and some of the results will have to go into another chemical decomposer. Namely because I think bones, if I just look up the recipe just quickly, or not the recipe, but the analysis of hydroxylophyte. Yeah. It breaks down to calcium, 5 of, potassium I don't even know what the chemical name of that is. I'm that rusty. So basically a chemical compound of potassium and oxygen. So we're going to have to break that down further. And then oxygen and hydrogen. I think, so that's calcium, potassium, oxygen, hydrogen, 4. I think I've got enough Jabba Barrels for that. Right, so let's get rid of that. Right, so bones go in the top there. The excess comes out of here. Potassium and the oxygen goes up the top, comes back out again. And they will be going into these Jabba Barrels so that they can buffer. Not like that, Raetac, come on. This is going to be the tricky part, maybe. Let's just put a backing there. That's easier. Right. So like that and like that. So that flows out through there. And then the result, I could probably take some of those back now. We'll be going into the chemical synthesizer there and outputting to the ender pearls into this barrel here. Might as well. Yes. The other thing I'm going to do is also run a ender conduit from the bottom of the fusion generator there. Now, I did some testing. The pipes will work, but you have to drag from the bottom of the machine to export them out. And also the radioactivity, as they're passing through pipes, the elements will decay. So I had run into a small issue when I tried basically doing that, porting stuff out. I'll show you just what I mean. So I had set up down here an item conduit to the bottom of the fusion reactor. It pulled out some of it, but it also, even though the time, second-wise, is very, very similar, I must have avoided the rest of that stuff off. That's why the trash can is here. Actually, the trash can, I may void some of this other stuff off, perhaps. And I'll probably stick a trash can into the item flow of the conduits. Right, so yes. So for example, you've got 59, 53, the 52. the Ender IO conduits wouldn't pull as a stack. And but as the fusion reactor was making them, it was pulling them and also giving it all the elements different half-life decays, and consequently filling all my chests up. So, but that's not going to be an issue if we're using the Einsteinium to directly make the ender pearls. Okay, so let's hop up here and get things organized. The export of elements from the Jabba Barrels into the synthesizer will require transfer nodes. So I'll definitely do that. Right, so item conduit. All right, did I actually... Yes, I do have the filters. Whew, that's close. Right, that's coming out, that's extracting. Right, okay, good. So that is then going to go up here. That is going to be disabled. That goes there. So that's extracting. Okay. So that will disable. And that to insert. Yeah, I've been very, very careful to make sure everything, all the arrows are the correct. I don't want to make the same mistake as I did last episode. Now, hopefully, I might be able to, at a guess, I think the bone barrel may be there or not. I may have to do some exploratory digging, because I know that chest is around here somewhere. Whoops, that was one too many. Whoop. Okay, now we can see in here. That is... Oh, wow, lucked that out. Absolutely lucked that out. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do that there. That is going to extract. And come up. And over again. And I think I'm going to need some more conduit. So I'll have to make some more of those up. And I'm going to follow the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some more conduit. Oh, darn it all. So going to have to run back inside, make some more conduit up. That means taking the ender pearls that I've got from down here from my little farm, and basically combining them together with iron to make the conduits. And while I'm doing that, I'll make the transfer nodes as well to go on the outside of here. So we'll be right back. Now, while we are here, I want to make... Well, pretty much, I had thought of just about everything. I could use aluminium wire to power all these contraptions, but I'm going to be using a basic capacitor bank as a bit of a buffer for my energy. So I'm actually going to use that as a meter, and I'm going to experiment using redstone conduits for power. So you take iron and redstone, that will smelt down into redstone alloy, I believe. Or conductive iron. Yep, that's good. So that's going to do that. I need to get some of this conduit binder here. And I just have to wait for another two. Well, there's another piece. I just need one more. Just one more. I could use the maximum output. Okay, that is quite a lot of power, actually. I don't think this system's actually going to be taking that much, to be quite frank. Right, conduit. We will go this energy conduit here. See like that? Very, very easy. And it will basically transfer a 640 RF per tick. Now, I think I was actually given some as a reward. No. I may need these speed upgrades. I'm not entirely sure yet. Although there is another 3 pieces of iron whilst talking about it. So let's just make these up, and I should have enough to power most everything. At least I hope so. Right, let's get back to the build, shall we? I should make a ladder or some stairs or something to get up here. I'm also going to have to make a cover for this particular construction. Right, so they're coming out there. We'll take my item conduits. Goes out. Making sure we get all this right. So that's inserting. I don't want that to connect. Although I could, I don't want it to. So I'm just going to click that there with a right click and it disables that. So, and also right click there. We'll actually change it around. Okay, let's right click on the arrows. There we go. That's easy. All inserting. Lovely. And right click on the arrow with the Yetta wrench. Fantastic. Now, this is where we get the transfer nodes. We have one there, one there, one there, and one not in there. One there. And a rationing pipe, which will go there. And it will only put in one stack of... Actually, I only need to make calcium carbonate, which is kind of a problem because I am actually, no, okay, I hadn't quite organized this properly, but okay, that, oh really? I didn't recognize that. So potassium is potassium and hydrogen we do not need for the calcium carbonate. We need carbon. That's going to be a little problem. Not quite so much, because what we're going to do is go up the top here. I'm going to have put a Jabba Barrel up the top, and I am going to grab this transfer node for starter, link him up to the whole system. Right, and then I'm going to have an B-space barrel. I should be able to have enough resources together to make that. I'm pretty damn sure I can. So we'll come back after that. So that's where the ender pearls are going to get made. Also, I would transfer nodes are notoriously slow. I'm thinking to, let me see, let's go back inside. I might have a spare chest lurking about the place because I reckon I do. Not in there. I could use one of those. I could use a leaded chest. In fact, I will. I will use a leaded chest. Why should we waste Einsteinium? Really? Because that would actually work really, really well. So let's put, let me see. 1, 2, so Einsteinium chest goes, oh, the leaded chest, I should say, goes there. And then we'll put the, what did I do? I had 4 transfer nodes on me. What did I do with it? I think I may have put it back into the storage system. Oops, silly me. Okay. Sorry about the running around, guys. I'm a little bit scatterbrained this morning. Transfer node. Here you are. Silly, silly, silly thing. Right. So, the one thing I didn't think about is how... Oh, no, I can probably sneak in a power cable that way. So, there. So, now that's all going in that way. Okay? All good? Yes. Right. Power. I'm going to run a power conduit here. I'm not too keen on that power node... Transfer node... stop joint there. There we go. It's neat. Transfer nodes are great, but they have a bad habit of joining where I don't want them to. Now, we'll just use the added bonus of our conduits, because then we can actually run power directly to this decomposer, to that decomposer, and let's run it underneath here, shall we? So what we'll do, just to make everything nice, neat and tidy, power, disable, thank you. Okay, good. So power's going to go up through there and out, and this is where I'm going to have my, actually no, I'm going to have my basic capacitor joining in to here. Right there. So it's going to get juice. Now, if I remember rightly, no, that's just going to change. Ah, yeah, there we go. You can actually use your Yeta wrench to change the face of the. You can actually use the Yeta wrench, and I think you can actually use a shift right click. You can too. Yep, shift right click will actually change the display of your capacitor bank. So that's that there. Let's just hop back up here. Okay, so then we'll say run the power down through here, like that. So everything now has power. At least it should do anyway. Yep, it's all powered. All good. Awesome. So I'm going to need to actually put filters in everything here. But I won't do that quite. Actually, we won't have to put filters in the Jabba Barrels. I will have to filter out the other parts for the bones, however. But first, let's get the rest of this. Right click, thank you. Whoops. I didn't want to go up there. I wanted to actually run this along the whole line here. There we go. Beautiful. Love it. Excellent. Cables all in one spot. Awesome. Now, I have gone goofed because I haven't actually put a place for the bones to go in. Like that. Now, disconnect that. Disconnect that. That's going to go in. Now we're in business. We are now decomposing the bones. Okay, yep, it's definitely going to be a bit of a problem. Okay. So what have we got here? That is phosphate. That's the stuff I want to decompose. What the heck? Okay. So that's decomposing. Oh. I'm going to need another decomposer. Because I have messed up again. I've decomposed the bone down to the hydroxyl aphelite, which is, oh, good grief. And it's all going in here. All right, guys, I'll be right back once I get this all sorted out. Right, so here it is. This decomposer, I don't know if the airplane overhead or the space shuttle or whatever going overhead is heard, but anyway, this decomposer here is, if I check this conduit here, if I can actually see it. No, I don't want. Don't use it. There we go. No. I'm trying to explain something, game. Come on. So, if I find something that okay, hand. There we go. It's filtering bones. So only bones will go into this decomposer here. All right. So then the items will travel to these decomposers here. This lower one is taking care of the hydroxyaphelite, breaking that down. And the one on top here is taking care of the phosphate, breaking that down as well. Then they're going to basically, and then once I get my teeth back in my mouth, they've basically poured it into these Jabba Barrels. As you can see, it's all been converted quite happily. And I still have yet to make that beast base barrel for the top one there. That's getting ported down into this synthesizer. Now there is another one because I forgot an important step in the process. This synthesizer is going to need to make the calcium carbonate. So I think we'll actually set that recipe right now before I do anything else. So carbon, oxygen, carbon. It looks like I'm not actually decomposing carbon at all. So I think I'm going to have to make another step in that process as well and add another decomposer to decompose just coal, because I do have a fair bit of that. So for the meantime, let's just see if I go... Yeah, I do have a dolly. Thank you. I'll take you. Right. All this carbon that I've got in this barrel here is... Actually, that saves me a step, really. I don't have to... I just have to make another decomposer. Can I make... Yes, I can. Okay, good. I have enough blocks to nerd pole my way up there. So that's also another good thing. 2, 3, right. Up the daisy. Right. You come with me. You go there. Carbon. Excellent. So, we'll just pop on down here. So, calcium carbonate. So, let me see. Calcium carbonate. Hopefully we should be able to make it. Oh no, oh, damn. I'm going to have to make... Okay, this process has gone a little bit longer, so I'm going to have to make another cut and add another synthesizer, and we'll be right back. Right, now I think I've got it all. The calcium from the processing of the bones is now going into that synthesizer, right? Okay, good. The carbon, which I'm going to have another decomposer placed over here somewhere, and actually I'll hook the carbon output of my sieving operation, go into here, just to basically fill that. That's coming through into this synthesizer here. Now this is going to make the carbonate part of the calcium carbonate. So carbonate. So basically, carbonate. Okay, carbon and 3 oxygen, right? So carbon, not carbon. 1, 2, 3. Calcium carbonate, right? Okay, awesome, good. Right, let's punch a hole in here so I can just get down to C. Okay, that's extracting out. Excellent, good. We're following so far? Good, I hope so. Because I just gave myself a minor brain aneurysm trying to figure this out. Right, so that's getting piped into this pipe here. The calcium's getting piped out through here. So in here, thanks to the handy-dandy rationing pipes, we should have calcium and carbonate. Yay! So then that will give us the calcium carbonate. Awesome. Now that is getting sucked out through here and getting all the way pumped into this synthesizer up here, right? And that is now getting calcium carbonate. Excellent. That's great. Oh, the long way around. Okay, so that we're going to go here like such. And I'm going to use a better barrel and a piece of wood, because a barrel on the floor is a little bit, I don't know. So we'll pop that out there. We're going to use an item conduit for this. Extract, input. So that's inputting. Make sure you change it. Good, good, good. That's extracting. Always. Thank you. Right, now we're going to go get some Einsteinium. A small amount. So I can kick this whole process off and we can say, yes, it's all good. Very, very small amount. I want, say, 10. So that'll give us, well, actually 11. 11 ender pearls. I may have enough calcium carbonate to cover that. May. So theoretically, I could actually just put that all up in here. Like this. Boom. Done. That's not going to export because... Why are you not exporting? Searching for inventories. Okay, yes, good. Done. Now, it's going to try and put... Okay, so I'll only keep one... And okay, it's all done. It's all done. It's good. We have ender pearls. Yay! My God, what a machine. Yeah, so what's missing out of this machine is now one extra decomposer to decompose my coal into carbon. That can be exported into there and into the whole system. So if I just go in here, take a stack of bones and go, boom, that's going to process. Beautiful. Processing, processing. So let's get put into there. The only slow part of the process is probably making the calcium carbonate. That's probably the slow process. I probably need to put in a stack upgrade or two or a speed upgrade into these transfer nodes to make it a little bit quicker. But that's all fine tuning, but the system works. And we've got a stack of carbonate in there. Fantastic. So that will actually slowly backfill to have a stack in there. So the whole system will slowly backfill and will have items ready to go. Right, that's so cool. Okay, so let's go down to here. Actually, what I can do, let's test it right out. I've got lead in here. I tried actually using hoppers in the side of the fusion wall, but I was only able to have items be put into the first slot of the fusion chamber. I'm not entirely sure how to put items in the second slot. So we've got lead there. Get myself a stack of chlorine. Right. So we go to the fusion wall. Put that in there. That's making Einsteinium. Great, fantastic. So now I've actually run a Enderai conduit from the bottom here, going up into the top. And if I can get up the jumping puzzle. Right, so that's getting all exported into this leaded chest. See, I was saying that it got broken down into small, well, basically it's got the same, virtually the same seconds. But, yeah, it's not able to produce them. So, okay. May have a slight problem with... Why is that? Okay. It's moving all the Einsteinium into here. Okay, so I may have to speed up some processes around here. But I got 2 stacks of ender pearls. Yay! That's 32! And I didn't have to do much for it. So now pretty much all it comes down is to fine-tuning this machine, putting a nice little cover over the top of it, and I'm going to be doing that off camera. So thank you all for joining me. This is an ender pearl making machine. And all I need to do is actually step up the amount of sieving. That requires a few upgrades in here and there. So that is also a lot of off-camera work. I can smell the ender pearls coming now. And after we get lots of ender pearls, I'll show you what I'll do with them. It's this. We go to our generator, right? Turbines. Vibrant turbines here. They require vibrant turbine blades and lots of vibrant alloy. Vibrant alloy is made with, you guessed it, ender pearls and energetic alloy. Energetic alloy is pretty much glowstone dust, redstone dust, and gold. So again, gonna have to step up my sieving production, get that all nice and happening. Get that happening a lot quicker, and once that happens, these things will generate 500 RF per tick, which is a step up of an extra 300 RF per tick from my steel turbines. And speaking of my steel turbines, and I'm running out of air. While I was waiting, I kind of increased the amount of steel turbines my wall has got to the maximum of 50. I can now produce 10,000 RF per tick if I can keep the amount of millibuckets of butane going into this. But it seems to be coping quite well, so that's all right. So that is that. Okay, ender pearls. Another step in the process, getting there. And we'll see what we can do with all these nice, lovely ender pearls, shall we? All right, folks, I'll see you next time.